Yes, welcome to the second hour of CityBuzz. This is Peterborough FM, one station, many communities. We have our guest in the studio. It's Meg Mcpartlin, singer songwriter, hailing from Spalding. Hello, Meg. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Brilliant stuff, I've got to say. Now, let's talk about your music for a little minute. I mean, when did you discover your talent?
I've been singing since I can remember. At family parties and stuff like that, and then I learnt to play guitar when I was 9 years old, and then realised that came really easily, and then I put the two together, and then started performing locally when I was 12, and then I've just been enjoying it and progressing ever since.
At 9 years old, you pick up the guitar.
Yep.
And was it just a natural progression then? I mean, did you just sort of pick it up and play it, or did you have lessons? Or
I learnt my first three chords, A, D and E, normal rock and roll chords. And then I thought I'm just going to go into lessons, and I did lessons for 6 years at Spalding Music Shop. So
how often did you practice at that time?
I used to do a lesson every Saturday, and then we'd be given a song, and then we'd go home and learn it. And then as you learn more and more chords, then you figure out you can learn more and more songs. And then I used to play all the time, really, just getting used to it.
I've got to say, that's amazing, because when I was young, somebody bought me a little baby. You remember the baby guitars, the plastic ones with the cat strings on them? But I could never get into it, really, to be honest.
No.
I mean, no, because I was more thinking about football and piano and things like that. Did you have any other interests besides music?
Really, I'm quite into fitness, but other than that, not really. Just music's my life, really.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, I've got to say, when you take on something like that, at 9 years old, I mean, you're already developing a talent. Do you find, because some people don't pick up a guitar till they're 40, or some people 50, like, you know what I mean? And they become pretty good at it. But do you find it gives you a better understanding of musical rhythms and things like that to be developing that early?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because my dad plays, but he picked up a guitar way too late in life, and he always wished that he learnt when he was younger. So that's why he gave me a guitar and said, "Learn now, because it will become a lot easier to you." And obviously, you learn a lot more when you're younger.
Absolutely.
So it just came a lot easier to me.
That's fantastic, I've got to tell you. Now, you say you sort of like started on the circuit around about 12 years old. Do you remember your first gig? There's a question for you, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I think one of my first ever paid gigs. I was playing at one of my dad's friends' parties.
Oh, okay.
I remember that, and there's a couple of hundred people there. It was like a fancy dress party, and I remember it was like one of the first times I've ever played in front of people that I didn't know. And I got 20 quid put in a card for me as a thank you, and I it was really, really nice. And from then onwards, I was just kind of like, do you know what, I really enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to do more and more, and then I started like trying to bring up like different pubs and different places, and just got like my name was mentioned more and more often.
Uh-huh.
And then now I get asked to do weddings and all sorts, and like I'm always booked up, so it's really nice.
That's good, that is, you know what I mean? Now, on that first gig, how scared was you? How nervous was you?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous, obviously, because I didn't know if I was any good, and obviously I was still really young, but it definitely got easier. I was very nervous back then, yeah, definitely.
What was the first song you sang? Can you remember that? You know, what sort of songs did you learn when you was actually learning the guitar?
I learnt a lot of rock and roll.
Oh, yes?
A lot of rock and roll. Rock and roll and country, really. Things like the Dixie Chicks and Shania Twain.
Oh, crikey.
And obviously my rock and roll, like Buddy Holly and Elvis Presley and stuff like that. So it was all the easy-ish songs to be able to learn on guitar. And, they're usually about three chords.
Yeah.
So.
Well, a bit like Status Quo, really.
Well, yeah.
Now, we were talking about that. We were talking about that today, with earlier on with Gordon, like Status Quo, because I tend to play a little bit of Status. I like the earlier stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave made a big loon out of three chords. Now, before you go to the first song, Okay, when you start developing the chords and things like that, how easy is it to learn the techniques?
It's pretty easy now, but a lot of it, I've wrote a couple of songs where I've actually just been playing around on the fretboard and just tried to make up chords.
Okay.
And just try to actually just play around with it a little bit, because I've been playing song after song after song, and a lot of the time with people like Taylor Swift and more of the pop artists, they tend to use the same chord progression over and over again.
Oh yeah.
And that's something I didn't want to do, because I do like all of my songs to sound different. So I was just trying to kind of widen my variety of chords and try and just play around a little bit and try and figure out a couple of new ones. And it does work out. You know, I have wrote a couple of really good songs with random chords. So
it's like so like you hit something, all of a sudden you think, oh, that sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah. So that sounds nice. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
A bit more of that. What would you like to do for us first, mate?
Well, I'll sing one of my latest originals, and this song's called You.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
And
Is that for me personally?
yeah. But this song's all about coming together for a reason, and it's all about fate and just the ways of life and how things always just basically happen for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Take it away.
Yeah?
Yeah, please. Meg Mcpartlin is now getting ready to strike the first chord in the studio on CityBuzz, Peterborough FM.
In the middle of the night, we both were having problems, or we had both just had fights. When you pulled out the liquor and I toasted with a glass, the squats and thin bed sheets were thrown back in our past. We hit it off together like a good old game of tennis. We said we'd run away and then get married in Las Vegas. And on that night I realized I was really tired. I was really tired of what I do. So then I got your number and I rang you 2 days later. I gave us time to sober up and realize that tasty flavour. You were still up and running and I was up for the scream, and you and I would make the best superhero team. And I said, give me some time and I will get rid of him before the sun will rise. And you said, that's all the time I need, 'cause I'm packing bags and taking back everything she said to me. And on that night I realized what I really wanted. What I really wanted was you. On our 22nd date, and it's time to say those words, but we just sat down and we ate. We don't need to move too fast, we have enough time. It's a slip off the tongue like a well-known song, and maybe even rhyme. And you and I are perfect, and you have 26 tattoos, and each one has a meaning, and I love that thing you do. Like when you roll your eyes, when you know something isn't right, and you've known it all along, but you say everything's just fine. Oh, and on that night I realized what I really liked, and all I really liked about you. It's 20 years later, and we sat down on the sofa. We're kicking back and drinking beers and eating lots of pizza. You look at me and say, do you remember that night we met? I said, how can I forget? 'Cause on that night I realised what I really needed, and all along I needed you.
How about absolutely amazing. That was you by Meg Mcpartlin. That was a fantastic song, I have to tell you, Meg. I really enjoyed that, I've got to say.
Thank you very much.
I was trying to click my fingers, I was doing a bit of digging in the seat, you know what I mean? Now you say that's about fate. Do you believe in fate at all?
Yeah, 100%. I always believe that everything happens for a reason. If it happens, it happens. And there's a reason why that happens, because then something else will come of that reason. You know, things don't happen if other things don't happen, basically.
Absolutely.
So.
I was going to say, listen to some of the lyrics in that song. If somebody waited 22 dates to take me out for a meal, I think I would have ditched him. Did that actually happen to you? Or?
No. A lot of my songs don't actually happen to me. They aren't. I mean, I'm only 18. I haven't.
Yeah.
A lot of my songs are actually very deep to actually come from. But I used to write deep songs when I was about 14, and people are like, "How do you think of things like that?" And a lot of it is telly.
Yeah,
and books,
of course, yeah.
And different things like that, and actually hearing stories from friends and hearing different stories and actually just thinking things in my head and going, that would make a really good song.
Really,
so that's how I usually write my songs. It's not actually personal experiences, but it's
not
things I hear.
Yet. But I would imagine when you do start living life, the activity is going to change.
Yeah, I'm sure when I'm a bit older, then definitely.
Hopefully you won't be hitting people with the guitar. No, but I've got to say though, I'm quite amazed at the sort of like depth of those lyrics. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously it's got to come from the heart, from somewhere. Do you see what I mean? Now we're going to be talking a little bit about your songwriting in a short while. We're going to take a quick break. Will that be okay with you?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
This is CityBuzz on Peterborough FM, one station, many communities. We're talking to Meg Mcpartlin, singer songwriter from Spalding in Lincolnshire. She's just had a cracking track called You. Absolutely amazing. So we just thought we'd give her a break there, get a drop of water and refresh yourself. Meg, brilliant stuff, I've got to say.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Now I noticed when you were actually playing that guitar and you were actually singing, okay, you were just glowing in the face like most musicians, but you were in a different place. Did you feel that every time you sing?
Yeah, 100%. When I'm singing, I generally just feel like a different person. I don't feel like the normal Meg that just always, just trots around saying stupid things, and but when I feel generally just like a different person. I feel, I don't know, it's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm actually there for a reason, and I can do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's something that I really love doing, and I know I can do. So that's a really nice feeling.
And of course people around you feel inspired as well, do you know what I mean? Because obviously when you show that type of excitement and that type of sort of like in touch with your music, so to speak, and yourself, it inspires people around them to sort of like think, wow, I could do this, or I could do something, do you know what I mean? Does a lot of people say that?
Well, I've not really had many people say that to me, but I really hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely hope so, because it is a really good thing to do, and actually just believing in yourself and just really striving for something that you want to do. So yeah, I really hope I do inspire people.
I think
to give
you do.
It a go.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because I felt at the time I could play guitar with you, like, or play the drums to accompany you. You know what I mean? It's like really good. Now let's talk about songwriting for a bit. Before so young, well, you're only 18 now. You started at 9 years old playing guitar. Then you started to write songs. When was your first song written?
When I was 10.
10.
Yes.
God. Do you know what? I couldn't even write an essay at 10, let alone a song. You know what I mean? I used to.
It wasn't very good, but it was a song.
I bet you wouldn't play it now, would you?
I generally could. Yes.
You could.
Yeah.
But would you though? This is the question.
I don't know. It's one that it's always in the books, but I don't drag it out very often.
No. But a lot of people say they wouldn't play the first songs, like, because that question to me, which is, oh no, I wouldn't play that.
Well, my first song went everywhere. I mean, it's my mum and dad's ringtone for God knows how many years. Everyone was quite shocked that I'd written a song at 10, and I mean, it was quite deep for a 10-year-old.
Absolutely. And also it's groundbreaking stuff as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Now when you write a song, I mean, from the early days to what you do now, has the process changed? Is it the words, or did you just pick up on a subject? And
So I do get asked this question a lot.
of course, we're all interested.
On like, do I write lyrics first and then think of the chords, or do I have a tune in my head? And a lot of the time I just go, do you know what? I haven't written a song in months, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write a song. And if it turns out really rubbish, then it does, and I throw it away. And then, but a lot of the time, it's a really good song. And honestly, I don't have a structure. It just comes to me. I just think of a couple of chords, go, oh, that sounds quite nice. Got a story in my head. Start writing the lyrics. Probably takes me about 2 or 3 days to actually complete the song. And then I've got it. And then, but sometimes it really does go downhill. I'm like, no, ain't working. No. But then sometimes I'm like, Mum, I've got a really good song. And then I'm like, I play it and it's like, that is so good. Like, love it. So, yeah, my songs do get better and better every time I write them. So
that's good stuff, I've got to tell you. Now, do you find different settings? Because some people can go down a beach, or some people go in the countryside, or they're sitting down watching something, or sit in the room on their own and they'll just think about something. Do you find different settings actually inspires different things?
Yeah. I mean, everyone does. They must do, because different settings is different atmosphere. So your mind's in a different place, and so you think about different things, and then you think about different lyrics, and it just depends. A lot of the time, I do go out, and depending where I am, I can think of lyrics and just go, oh, that would sound nice. Do you know what I mean? And then, I kind of jot it down. But it don't happen very often. No, it's usually when I'm just sat in my bedroom and just thinking about the world and just thinking of things, and then it just comes to me. So.
Yes, I've got to say, it's just, to me, try and write something, even now, right, I find that very difficult. I mean, even if I sit down on my own, I just can't, nothing seems to come. And yet, when I haven't got a pen and paper with me, something comes to my head and I've got nothing to record it with. You know what I mean? It's like, what I mean? What would you say? You talked a bit about some of the music you played early on in sort of like 12 and your gigs and things like that. What would you say is your biggest musical influences? The sort of things that you would actually go out and buy or listen to that's influenced the sort of way you play? Or
well, one of my biggest inspirations was Frank Turner. He started off just like me. Started off playing in pubs and clubs and doing the odd thing here and there. And then he was at the right place at the right time, got seen by the right people, and ended up going from there. And he's been one of my biggest inspirations with his lyrics and just the way he's done it. He didn't go through X Factor. He didn't do anything. He did it the hard way.
Absolutely.
He just did it from scratch, and he turned into a pure artist.
Yeah.
And then people like Taylor Swift and that, as well, as in a woman role model. And actually just I've kind of looked up to her from a young age, and obviously I'd love to be on that big stage, with all the backing dancers doing all that. But it's something you've just got to work towards.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Do you think the X Factor? I mean, because I like the X Factor. I mean, there's been some good talent come out of it, but do you think the X Factor sometimes kills the actual effort of the music? Do you know what I mean? Like,
100%. Yeah, definitely. Well, I actually spoke about this subject last time I was on the show.
Oh, was you?
Yeah. And because I just don't believe that there can't be a winner in music. That's what I just every artist is their own artist, and they all have their own way of doing things. And if you can actually be a loser, do you know what I mean? And actually, there's a winner and there's a loser. Whenever there's a winner, there's obviously losers. And I don't think you should ever be a loser at something you love to do. If you really love to do it and you believe you're good, then you should go and believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't just have other people telling you that you're not good enough to win a show. Do you know what I mean? To actually get signed.
Somebody says to you, that's a bit karaoke, you know what I mean? Especially
exactly. Well, that's why I love having my guitar with me. Like, I can do karaoke, I can have a bit of a sing-song, but I could never be myself without my guitar in front of me.
No.
Because I interpret my own ways of singing on my guitar, and I do my own little twists on classic songs, and and stuff like that, and songs that people love and people know, but I put my little twist on it so it doesn't make it a karaoke version.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? I've got to say, your voice is very strong. You know, you've got a really strong voice. But we're coming towards the sort of like, towards a half-hour mark now of our show. How would you like to do another song for us?
Yeah, sure.
And what would you like to do?
I think I'll do my very latest song.
Oh, is this a new single?
Yeah, it could be. No, this song I wrote about a couple of weeks ago, and the song's called Back to Town, and it's a bit different to what I usually write, to be honest. I do try and vary my songs, but this song's all about a relationship, and the guy had to move away, and they was both madly in love, and then every time he comes back, they're always like best friends, and they always go to the places that they always used to go to, and they have so many memories together and stuff. So yeah, basically it's another one of those little stories that I've kind of just got in my head and write a song about. So.
Meg Mcpartlin is going to take it away.
Let's go back to when the story first began. Late night drinking, always a bottle in our hands. Talking till 8 a.m, we always spoke too loud. Well, darling, can we do it again? When you get back to town. You had to set off for reasons I don't understand. Baby, your secrecy, darling, you're mean to me, always be treating me bad. I kept trying to tell you 100,000 times for you to stay, but you kept on walking further and further away. When you get back to town, we will be reckless, we will be brave, learning fields with sunshine on our face. Head on the grass, memories of the past just kept on flooding back. Playing with music, always confusing my mind. Every step that we take, looking at pictures, I'll always be with you, 'cause darling, you're my best mistake. We sat by that tree the day that you had to leave, so we carved our names in deep, so I won't forget you and you will remember me. Oh baby, I remember that song you wrote me by the river on the 1st of December. It was winter, we thought we were clever, so we jumped into that lake and we shivered. Darling, we were sinners, but we thought we were kings, and we'd do it all again. When you get back to town, we will be reckless, we will be great, light the fields with sunshine on our face. Head on the grass, memories of the past just kept on flooding back. Playing with music, always confusing my mind. Every step that we take, looking at pictures, I'll always be with you, 'cause darling, you're my best mistake. Oh no, 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 you're my best mistake. When you get back to town, we will be reckless, we will be great, landing fields with the sunshine on our face. Head on the grass, memories of the past just kept on flooding back. Playing with music, always confusing my mind. Every step that we take, looking at pictures, I'll always be with you, 'cause darling, you're my best mistake.
Absolutely. Oh yes. And the crowd has just gone crazy. Oh, absolutely magic. That was a fantastic song.
Thank you very
Just
much.
one thing I noticed there, when you were singing that song, it seems like you've actually been through that yourself, and yet you're 18, you haven't really had the life experiences that some songwriters have had, and yet with such passion. How do you get that feeling?
I don't know. I don't actually know. I guess I can put myself in that situation. But I've always been a passionate singer.
Yeah,
Always.
definitely.
Yeah, I've always been a passionate singer, and because I just love doing it. I mean, like, everyone can tell when I'm doing a gig and there's people watching and there's people really loving it and really enjoying it, I can see that, and then I enjoy it. And I really enjoy it, and you can tell, and then, like, I just glow. I love it. But when there's like one person in the whole place and they just don't want to be there, and it just puts a different vibe on things.
Absolutely.
And it just, and then I do try my best, because I can't not sing. I can't not be.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Not be what I want to be, but it really is a different vibe. And I can really tell when people are enjoying me, then I enjoy myself.
Absolutely.
Basically, like anything.
Absolutely. I've got to say that song was just, for one so young, writing lyrics like that, because that sounds like a love affair that wasn't.
Yeah.
Could still be.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
they're still
yeah.
more friend. Excuse me, I do apologise. But I've got to say, the thing that sort of amazes me is the range you've got with your voice. Like, up the scale, down the scale, you've got that sort of like, I can't remember the artist. I think it was someone like Ella Fitzgerald or something like that. Gets a deep gruff when she goes down and she goes straight back up.
All right.
How did you practice that? Is that a practice or is it just
No,
something
I
naturally?
don't. No, I don't. I've had one singing lesson in my whole life, and honestly, she sent me away saying, "I can't do anything for you." She actually said, "Just buy yourself a good monitor, and the rest is up to you." She said, "Honestly, just stand in a good position, take a couple of deep breaths, do a couple of exercises." And I can't. She didn't want me spending money on something that I was wasting my time for.
Absolutely.
Said, honestly, your voice will just progress in age.
That's amazing, I've got to say, and it really is developing well, I've got to be honest, because when you pull notes out like that, I mean, years ago when I used to sort of like be in a choir, and I had quite a strong voice, but it was louder than everybody else's. But after I got a call flat and people didn't want me there, I just never did it again. You know what I mean? And maybe I should have, but, with being able to control a voice like that, that's just amazing. I've got to be honest.
Thank you very much.
It really is. Peterborough FM, one station, many communities. We are talking to Meg Mcpartlin, and we have witnessed a fantastic song, I have to tell you. It was just brilliant, and the emotion that came out of that. Meg Mcpartlin is a singer-songwriter. She's going to be appearing at the Singer Songwriter Showcase on the 17th of October. Welcome back, Meg.
Hello.
Did you enjoy that bit of a break, just to relax the throat a little bit and get a drop of water?
Yeah, that's so good.
Brilliant stuff. You appeared at the Glasshouse sessions, which have recently been revived by David John Pleasance, some music for you in Peterborough. How did that come about, so to speak?
Well, I met David through, because his son's in a band, and they did the Willow Festival, and the Willow Festival is something I really wanted to do, and David had heard of me and said, like, my son's in a band and he's doing the Willow Festival, and I think it'd be really good for you to do it. And then so I went down for auditions and did that, and then I got in and did that a couple of years in a row, and David's been there supporting me ever since. And then he come up with a company called Musos for Music, and I've joined him with a couple of those events, and he's got me little gigs here and there, and they've always turned out to be really good gigs, and he's always tried so hard for me. And and then he started doing the gigs at the Glass House, and they turned out really well. I remember I think it was the first one I ever did. It was absolutely packed in there. It was really, really packed. He was very shocked at the outcome, and it was a really, really good night. and then I've done it a couple more times after that, and it's always just turned out to be really good.
Fantastic stuff, I've got to say. Now when you go out, because I've been to some of the Glass House sessions, I didn't get to your event, unfortunately. I think I was working at the time doing something silly, you know what I mean, like that. But when you're in front of a crowd like that, and there's Pat like that, how does it make you feel that somebody's actually there to see you or see the artist that are performing?
Oh, really good, yeah. Like it when there's a packed room and you know people are there to listen to you, and actually to listen to live music, then you know they want to be there. So you just give it your best shot and try and impress. You know, you honestly just go there to just try it, because you never know who's going to be there,
No, you don't know.
and who's watching you, and who's actually going to really like you. And the amount of times I've done gigs and then got gigs off the back of other gigs, and you know, and it just, you know, I can do a really poor gig, but that one person that stood there has then just got me another gig, or just like wants to book me for their wedding, or do you know what I mean? And then I get a really good gig out of one that's, you know, not so good. So I never really, I'm really bad at words. I always try my best, because
Yes,
you never know who's there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's talk about guitar playing, because I've noticed that you've got different techniques for different types of the rhythm that you've got there.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Do you use plucking or picking, or do you sort of
Occasionally, it depends what I'm playing. The soft songs, there's a lot of finger picking and stuff like that, which is quite nice. But I'm also quite a loud guitar player. Always have been. Dad's always said, you know, I'm surprised you don't break your picks, to be honest, because, you know, I've broken a few strings and stuff. But it's I don't know. I guess I'm just a passionate guitar player.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, you know, I don't know. I have a few different techniques of playing guitar, but you know, it's just working on the guitar and just finding out different things, basically.
Basically. Have you ever tried bending chords?
Yeah. I used to do that quite a bit when I was younger, but not so much now. I don't play the right sort of music for it. So.
What would you like to do for us next? I've just caught Meg out here because you haven't quite planned it.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I could probably do Maisie's song. Yeah, I might do Maisie's song.
Maisie's song?
Yeah, Maisie's song. Because this is a girl that I met in college, because I went to Stanford College and did music there.
Okay.
For 2 years, and I met her, and she's also a singer-songwriter guitarist.
Okay. And
we got on in seconds. Like, it was amazing. We just connected really well, and we was best friends for 2 years. And it was really nice because we both play acoustic guitar, and we both sing, we both songwrite, and you know, it was a really nice connection that we had. So
that's fantastic.
I wrote a song about her. Did
you write songs together? Did you say?
No, I think we wrote one song together in college, but it was one of those ones that we kind of wrote and then got rid of. But you know, we played at a couple of college gigs, but no, I've not kept hold of it or anything.
Fair enough. Maisie's song coming up from Meg McPartlin. We're going to be talking about the singer-songwriter sessions that are happening. The singer-songwriter concert that's going to be happening at the Key Theatre very, very soon on the 17th of October. CityBuzz, I have to tell you, is actually recording all the bands, and it's being filmed by Gordon Lead. All right, which is we're going up on the TV channel CityBuzz. So, without further ado, Meg McPartlin, take it away.
You became my best friend and I became yours. We would sit in college and we would never get bored, because we'd sit there and play our guitars together. My birthday is in May and yours is in November, and we know so much about each other. Your mother's name's Maria, my mother's name is Sue, and my middle name is Tu. Your name is Maisie May, and I wish mine was the same, because I like that name. And I would come to you with all of my troubles. I would never go to anyone advice, 'cause you're all I need. You're the shoes on my feet, you're the apple to my eye, and the straw in my drink. You're the salt on my chips, couldn't live without this. And that is why I miss you every day of the week. And oh, what I would do if I didn't have a friend like you. Well, I'd be blue. Your quirky style and your old taste in music, I used to hate it, but now I could get used to it. And you've always been there when I've needed you the most, and that will never change, I hope. And you love your autumn colours, your yellows, greens and reds, Doc Martens on your feet and denim jeans on your legs. And I know you have been through so much, 'cause I'm always there to listen to what you have to say. 'Cause you're all I need, you're the shoes on my feet, you're the apples in my eye, and the straw in my drink. You're the salt on my chips, couldn't live without this. And that is why I miss you every day of the week. And oh, what I would do if I didn't have a friend like you. Well, I'd be blue. And I can safely say how you're my inspiration, 'cause every time you sing to me I get up on my feet. And you're all I need, you're the shoes on my feet, you're the apple to my eye, and the straw in my drink. You're the salt on my chips, couldn't live without this. And that is why I miss you every day of the week. And oh, what I would do if I didn't have a friend like you. Well, I'd be blue. Well, I'd be blue.
What a way to finish. That's brilliant stuff. Oh, it's awesome. I've got to tell you, we're having a great chat with Meg Mcpartlin, singer songwriter from Spalding in Lincolnshire, and also she's going to be performing on the 17th of October, okay, at the Singer Songwriter Showcase. Meg, welcome back.
Hello.
Yes. Now, how do you've been into the Glasshouse session, you performed the key before in the Riverside Bar.
Yeah.
Okay. When David came up with this idea and he sort of spoke to you about it, what was your first reaction?
I thought it would be brilliant. Because actually in Spalding, there's a little community called Youth Takeover, and it's a group between for 14 to 25-year-olds, and I used to be involved in it before I started college, and we put on little gigs like that in cafes and stuff like that. But in Spalding, obviously, it's a very small little town, and that was held in the South Holland Centre in Spalding in the little cafe, and that always used to go down a treat. That was really good. So when David actually mentioned the Glass House to me, it pictured the same kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, in a nice little bar, sitting there, you know, just chilling out in an afternoon, you know, looking out on the river and all that. You know what I mean? I thought it sounded like a really good idea.
I've got to say, there's no better set really in the Riverside Bar. Do that sort of thing. You've got the river just over the
exactly.
background.
There you go, yeah.
And it's such a nice chilled out atmosphere, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the music that I've heard down there has been absolutely fantastic. Now you're going to be on the stage with sort of like, you've got, I think it's Jesse's Ghost, you've got, Flashback Photograph, Marcel, Oakley's Rise, Leslie Curtis, things like that. You're all big names in Peterborough. How does it feel to sort of be getting together with fellow musicians in that sort of environment?
Really good. Yeah. I mean, like, I I'm an absolute huge fan of Jesse's Ghost anyway. I have been for years.
Have you?
Yeah, definitely. So it's lovely to actually be playing on the same bill as them. 100%. But yeah, it does feel really nice. I mean, like, I love the musicians community anyway. You know, I love the whole, like, open mic sort of thing. And, you know, I love being able to just get together with people. And, you know, I mean, the acts that are from Peterborough and around Peterborough, you know, it really, you know, we've got some really good acts going. So I think it's going to be a really good event. Should be really good.
It was a shame the River Festival didn't happen this year, isn't it? You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah, definitely.
But hopefully next year it'll be. Will you be there?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I've got to say, from the first moment we sort of like kicked this session off, your singing just seems to have got stronger. Every song you sang has sort of sounded more passionate and more powerful than the last one. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to say, I've really enjoyed the music. I've been sort of bouncing in my seat and things like that. Did you try to sing happy songs, or do you have sad songs as well?
No, I don't do sad songs. No.
You've not fallen in love yet?
No. It's just it's not really something I can
relate to.
Yeah. I mean, if I do sing songs about love and relationships, then they're usually happy. They usually got a nice tune to them. Because I get bored with singing sad songs and slow songs. So
I get bored listening to them sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're going to be really good to
100%.
listen to. You know?
Definitely.
And some people can listen to love songs all the time, and I'm thinking to myself, well, no, I want something that's like
something
a bit like
upbeat.
it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
You know, now when you are a musician like you are, and being a young girl that you are, 18, things like that, and most people are going out clubbing, okay, to things like that. Do you find yourself not doing that, or with your friends and that, or do you go out clubbing?
No, I'm going out most weekends. I really shouldn't do.
Is that a guilty pleasure, Meg?
I mean, I've kind of just turned 18, and it's kind of the thing that all my friends are doing right now. Yeah. And you know, I will get bored of it one day. But I have learnt now. I have found out that I can't go out the night before I've got a gig. My vocals just ain't the same, and you know, I had a lot this bank holiday weekend, a lot of gigs, but I also went out a lot, so my vocals were kind of mashed by Monday. So
I've got to say,
kind of just got them back today, to be honest, with a bit of luck. So
you could write a song about that, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Mind you. Now we're going to be playing out with 2 songs, but before we do that, how are people going to follow you and find out where you're playing and get your music from?
Well, I have my band page on Facebook, which is generally just Meg Mcpartlin. Just type that in on the search bar and it should come up. Obviously, I have my own page and then I have my fan page, but it will come up with my likes. And I'm always uploading different covers and new covers and stuff, and my new songs and where I'm playing and different things that I'm involved in and all sorts like that. So that's where you'd see, you know, just go on my band page, click like, and then, you know, I'll pop up every now and then with a different song or a different place where I'm playing. So
brilliant. Can people book you from there as well?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, people can message me from there, and just, that's where I get most of my bookings from, is my Facebook page. So
are you on Twitter as well?
I have got my Twitter page, which is Meg's Music 22.
Okay.
At Meg's Music 22. But I haven't got many followers on there. I wasn't really a big Twitter fan, but I made one just in case. People don't have Facebook and they have Twitter, you know. So yeah, I have got a Twitter account, which is at Meg's Music 22.
Brilliant stuff. What 2 songs would you like to do for us to play out, Meg? See, this is well planned, this show, you know what I mean?
It's very well planned. No, I've just got so many songs, it's just what to do.
What happens is Meg will play the first song, then you'll hear my promo, and then Meg will go out with the second song. Excellent stuff, Meg.
Oh, can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
I just want to advertise that I've played, I've written the soundtrack to the new song Dishonored, the new film Dishonored. It's a new local film. It's been filmed in places like Peterborough, Holbeach, Boston, Spalding, and it's a new thriller action film, and I've actually written the soundtrack for it.
Wow!
And the video and the soundtrack will be out in November.
But what's the film called?
Dishonored.
Dishonored?
Yeah.
Just like me.
So yeah, just to put that.
Oh, we're going to look out for that. We're going to have to get you back in the studio to talk about that.
Yeah. I was going to say, that should be really good. I mean, yeah, it looks really good. The trailer looks really good. So, and that's also on Facebook.
Can I get the first play of the soundtrack?
Don't know. No.
Oh.
No.
Fair enough.
I probably couldn't remember it at the moment, actually.
No, I mean, the first play, just before it comes out, come back in the studio, we play Maybe. Oh, well, that's a tongue-in-cheek one there. I might just blow my bridges. What are you going to do for this first one?
This song's called Mine. It's one of my... it's my song, but it's actually called Mine. And this is one of my slower ones. But again, it's quite cute. It's quite nice and short and sweet. So.
Take it away.
Taking everything for granted just because you have it and you know you're fine. Taming the one you love cause you know that you can and you know it's alright. And you run into my arms one more time tonight. Because you're mine, and I will never let you go. And we're fine, 'cause I'm never letting you go. Because I love you so. Strumming on those strings, writing songs about me, 'cause I know that you love it. Straightening that picture on that wall, 'cause you can't stand it when something's off balance just like me. Well, I can reach you in the places no one else can reach, because you're mine. Then you ran off to leave the girl in the diamond scarf, and I was left there on the sidewalk. Then you got a car and you left behind my heart. When you left me there, and now you're not mine, because I let you go. And we're not fine, 'cause you're with that girl in the diamond coat, like you were a long time ago. When I loved you so.
That was the first of two from Meg Mcpartlin there, and absolutely fantastic song. We give a round of applause there, you know what I mean? That was just brilliant. What's the second one to play us out with, Meg?
I would play the first song that's on my EP, and this EP is on iTunes, by the way, and it's called Longing for the Troubadour.
Oh, right.
And it's got 6 songs on it, including Maisie's song. And that song's called Party in Pyjamas, but I cannot think how to play it for the life of me right now. So I'm going to play one of my old folky songs.
You can't admit that on air.
I know, it's really bad of me. But right now I cannot think of how it goes. You know, you just have those blank moments.
Definitely.
It's awful. But I'm going to sing one of my folky songs, and this one's called, that one. What's it called? Country Girl at Heart.
Country Girl at Heart, oh yeah.
There you go, got it
A
in
bit
the
like
end.
Carrie Underwood.
So I used to be blonde.
Did you?
I am naturally blonde. You just got to forgive me. Driving down the back roads with the wind blowing through my hair, with the breeze and the scent of fish and chips and the English air. And all I've ever wanted was for that country home, with a big backyard and some sheep and a horse I can call mine own. I ain't no city chick, I'm a country girl at heart, with a bed made of straw and a fireplace I can't start, with no TV or magazines, just a battery-powered radio. Is where I call home. Sitting there with my guitar, with a view I can't describe. Sitting there with a piece of paper and a pen by my side. And that man next to me, well, he's the man of my dreams. With his cowboy hat, his checkered shirt and his skinny jeans. I ain't no city chick, I'm a country girl at heart, with a bed made of straw and a fireplace I can't start, with no TV or magazines, just a battery-powered radio. 'Cause music is my place to be, and this is where I call home. Driving around from place to place is something I can bear. Writing in my journal day to day is how I show I care. And all my stories are wrapped up in one book. I never plan my days ahead, I just rely on luck. I ain't no city chick, I'm a country girl at heart, with a bed made of straw and a fireplace I can't start, with no TV or magazines, just a battery-powered radio. 'Cause music is my place to be, and this is where I call home. 'Cause music is my place to be, and this is where I call home.
Thank you for coming to the CityBuzz studio, Peterborough FM,
It's
and
been a pleasure.
playing live for us. That's absolutely amazing. Good luck with the Key Theatre. Okay, and we hopefully will be hearing from you very soon.
Thank you very much.
It's a
Thank
pleasure.
you.